Hey, everybody, it's Linda G and
Danny Shay, Bathrobe Tarot. And Linda G is showing me up again in curlers.
whenever it's Danny Bathrobe Tarot, I'm going to get my bathrobe. I'm going to get comfy. I got my curlers going. You know what I'm saying? Notice how I still have my makeup on though.
Yeah.
Girl can't be on camera without her makeup.
I think I need a little bit more powder.
Makeup.
So hey, speaking of makeup, your friend on America's Got Talent, the comedian Kabir. He was great.
Yep.
He is funny.
He's the one that dragged me through all the comedy places. You saw my interview with him.
I did.
I reposted it with you guys. And he dragged me along and he always makes you feel good. But I love how he says, you know what? I get people up there all the time and nobody had a set like you. You took them down the first set. But you know, honest to God, you know, I'm older. These kids are young kids. So I thought I'm going to bomb with these young kids.
Right.
Talk for real. You know, I can pretty much get along with people if I talk the truth. And I was telling the truth about how screwed up it is to go through cancer, but meantime, blah, blah, blah. And it just rolled off of me. And I just had a ball and he took me to but it was just a bucket list. I have no intention in going into comedy.
Really? Because I got a call from an agent and they want to talk to you.
You're so full of it. You know, I would never talk to, even if I got a call from an agent, I'd say, pick something else, not comedy. Comedy.
Yeah.
It's really, comedy is very hard.
Yes.
And it really is ego-based.
Mm-hmm.
But did you get the app for any, what is the name of that show?
America's Got Talent?
I've never watched that show before. But they have an app you can get, free app, and I voted for Kabir, gave my 10 votes to him.
10 votes. Yeah. Yeah. He's good. Yeah, he's really good.
He's even funnier on stage, you know. I'll send you one of his CDs.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
so we've
cool.
got questions from you guys. And we really appreciate it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, this is interesting. This is from Joy. She's saying, this really snaky guy, Paul Gosar. Do you know who he is?
See, he's I think he's a Texan House of Representative. Okay. I think.
Yes. Oh, gosh, sorry. Snakes are rather beneficial animals. The light really needs to be shined on this guy. He's trying to be quiet and not have attention drawn to him. But I think he's one of the major players and rotten to the core. I want to know if he will be held accountable and taken out. Looking forward to this collaboration. Thank you, Joy.
Thank you.
So,
yeah, you know, and she was saying that he's kind of behind the scenes. I keep hearing his name though, and he keeps saying stupid things. So I think,
is he Texas?
I think he is. I think he is. I'm going to look him up real quick if I can, if it pops up on here.
Sorry. You're going to look it up for me because.
Gosar. Come on now. He is Paul Anthony Gosar, far right, Arizona.
Arizona, okay.
So I was thinking of somebody else. And I heard about this guy.
Let's take a look, see.
Gosar, yeah.
I think she's right. I think he's kind of ugly to the bone.
Yeah. Yeah, Gosar. Oh, no, he's not that ugly to the bone.
He stands with the demon.
Oh.
Five of
Yeah.
Swords. Five of Swords. Some battling going on here.
Yeah. And I got the Five of Cups too, some sadness.
Yeah.
He
Oh, he has to exit stage left.
woohoo.
Down the road here, he's gonna have to go.
Yeah. Right.
Stick with the hangman. Look at that. I love it. With a bat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's his outcome is he's sneaky and he's dark.
What do you got? What card is that?
That's called the Hermit.
Oh,
He's
really?
behind closed doors.
Huh. That was your final outcome card?
That was my final outcome card.
Here, let me show you my final outcome. The Hermit.
So
Yeah.
it says like, wait for it. That's what these cards say to me. Like, wait.
That's exactly what I got too. I mean, he's tied to the devil as you saw with the devil card. He's got a lot of he's going to have a lot of little wins in between. Like it's going to seem like, yeah, no one's touching him. And then just the sadness that he causes with that Five of Cups.
But
and
he's
then
trying to sneak and hide because there's a lot of stuff coming up with Dominion and all these lawsuits. And I see Arizona getting hit.
Oh, yeah. Dominion was in the news with more lawsuits.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they keep hitting $1.6 billion. Can't they come up with like another number, like 1.8 or 2 or 200 billion for these
I
knuckleheads?
see Dominion winning.
Yeah, I do too.
Can you believe them saying no one would believe the stuff that's being said? What's the big deal?
Yeah. Even Steve Bannon, that knucklehead, he was telling Mike Lindell on his symposium, he was saying, you got to show receipts, you got to show proof. What are you doing? So even Steve Bannon is like going, what's up? So.
Yeah, but they seem to think there will be something happening with Trump taking over. I don't see it. I've never seen it. I would tell you if I thought it.
No, I see some trouble, and I hope it's not going to be big trouble.
I do see people trying to start something.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at Mike Lindell real quick?
You want?
I want to see how bad he jokes.
Mike Lindell. Is he asleep? Has he gone to bed? He said he wasn't going to eat or sleep for 72 hours.
Yeah, he's asleep.
He's going to start hallucinating.
He used to be hooked on some amphetamine type things.
Right. Yeah.
Some guy that was giving fake news said he was a famous mathematician and he had the numbers on the COVID. Did you see that? He ended up being a fake. He ended up being a drug addict that was caught.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lindell.
And there's a lot, I know a lot of people who have gotten hooked on drugs and who are struggling to get off of them. And it's a huge problem. I'm not putting any judgment on people who get caught up in this, whether they're doing it for fun in the beginning, then it just gets out of control.
Yeah.
But, there's got to be a time where you have to realize your own limitations. And Mike Lindell is not realizing his limitations.
But he has that personality. Like it was probably easy for him to get in methamphetamines because he might be having a short attention span, attention deficit disorder or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Mike Lindell has the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Lovers as the outcome.
Oh.
You know what he's going to do? Check this out. I just got a psychic flash. He's going to change his trajectory when this whole Trump thing starts really going down. I see him getting in trouble, and I see him trying to totally change everything, and he comes out of the right wing energy. Mark my words on this. He
All
comes
right.
out of that, and I see a woman in his life, or if there's a woman now, she's more involved with him, almost like a Jimmy Baker, but not that horrible. I almost see like he thinks he has something to offer.
Interesting.
What do you-
Interesting. So when I pulled these cards, I'm I'm not really clear on what I'm getting. Now I see, Linda, I see the light with the sun card.
Okay.
So he's upside down, totally upside down, but he's got this offer. It's being crossed by some offer
he's got a
coming.
little good luck there.
Yeah, he does. And in the future, he has the Magician card. He's going to flip something around. At the top of the reading, I also have the Chariot. He is moving on to it's going to be a little slow, his movement, but he is moving along. And I also got the Two of Cups.
I got that too as the outcome.
Yeah.
So
He does have
someone's gonna
some
make him an
restriction.
offer, and he might actually do okay.
Yeah.
He's not doom and gloom, actually. He's not. That's interesting.
I think, yeah, it is. I think he's just so misguided in it feels like his brain isn't firing correctly. And so he truly believes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paranoia, some damage.
Right. And internally, this is the card that I got, the Eight of Swords, with him just like kind of hanging on and so frustrated where all of this is going. But it's interesting that he's going to be moving on. I wonder how that flip is going to happen.
I saw it too. That is so interesting. So Sharon wrote, question, Governor Cuomo's attorney is alleging there are problems, misrepresentations, omissions with the case that Letitia James is bringing forward against the governor. My concern is, if true, Mrs. James' credibility will be called into question as she proceeds with her case against 45 and the family, the Trump org, etc. What are the guides telling you about this? And is Danny picking up any vibes from his bathrobe?
Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I am picking up some vibes. Getting chills just thinking about this.
I love it.
Well, Linda, let's ask your bathrobe. Are you picking up any vibes from?
Well, as soon as she started to write it, my first hit was, no, it's all true. It's very sad, but it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, she'll be vindicated even more. More stuff is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. And I don't think I said it on the show, or if I did, I knew he was going to fight. Okay. So but we thought he would fight a little longer. I felt it was his attorneys going out trying to throw like Trump does, like it's a setup or it's a lie. I felt that he had ruled this energy in a very male chauvinist way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I agree.
But he was a male chauvinist. So what I felt, though, I saw in my mind's eye, and I wished I'd have said it when I was on. I don't know if I said it on there. I'm going to have to look. But I remember, but I thought it'd be longer down the road. I thought I saw him being on TV and saying, I'm stepping down so y'all can focus on the government.
Right.
And so then when it came on, I'm like, did my dream just come true? But he used that, but that's not the truth. The truth is he knew he was going to be impeached. They still may impeach him. His career is over with. That's what I got.
Yeah. And when he had all his aides and his close allies and his close aides, one of them was a defender of his with all these allegations. This woman, what was her name?
She just quit?
Yeah, she just quit. I wrote it down. I can't remember anymore. Anyway, she just quit. There was a couple of them that just quit. And I'm going, he's gone. He's lost.
Because he's not that well liked.
Yeah, right.
Not beloved. Because he's a bully.
No. Yeah.
He's
And,
always,
you know, and part of what he said is true. There's a blending. I mean, times have changed, you know, and so he may thought that he wasn't doing anything wrong, but times have changed a lot. You look at, you know, some of these old TV shows and you go, oh my God, how can they still be on? Or how could they still be doing reruns or whatever? I can't believe I thought like that. So there's a little bit of truth to that, but he needs to have grown and not kept doing what he did
there was
with these
complaints, and
women.
he would just, instead of saying, what can I do to change? He'd get angry.
Yeah. Right.
But
So,
people are mad at Letitia James because, okay, good, you got rid of him. What about the, you know what, grabber?
yeah. And I know. I know so many double standards, but so 3 cards on Letitia James.
Yeah.
She's got this sword of truth. She's singular in that focus against the King of Pentacles.
Oh my God, does that speak out loud or what?
That does speak out. And here's what I've always thought with this is that she has to be, you know, Trump is so slippery and so, you know, with everything that he does, the words that he used doesn't implicate him. He can slide out of it. So she is being super careful, but she's riding on strength, slowly building this. So she's going to get him. I don't think she's going to be hurt at all by.
I don't see people not trusting her. So rest assured, Sharon, our bathrobes say it's going to be okay. The outcome on my 3 spread is justice. Justice.
Yeah.
I really feel his life is over with.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. And you know, if both bathrobes agree, you can take it to the bank.
Take it to the bank. Take it. Tell them Linda and Danny sent you. What do you think about Beto O'Rourke, my friend?
Oh, Beto.
Beto.
Yeah.
But
You know, I have, you know, you just say his name and you get a good feeling.
right, but listen, do you remember? I don't know how long you've been watching me, but back with the 2018 when he was running, I was, oh, he's gonna win, he's gonna win, he's gonna win. And then one day, I'm reading, and my guide said to me, and my ear is clear as day, unfortunately, no, Linda, he's not gonna win. I was like, and I said, you guys, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but he's not gonna win.
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable. I was hoping they were wrong. You have something in your house?
Do I have something in my house?
Yeah, I see shadows going by.
Oh.
Behind you?
Oh, no. We do have ghosts, I think.
Okay. I asked, you'll look at this later. There's unless there's a window in front of you. And
Oh, there is. Yeah. I got a window right here.
Could be a tree or something.
Yeah.
But I saw like things moving, this and that. Okay.
I have hummingbirds right out my window, and one just came to look at you.
Oh, I love me some hummingbirds. I feed my hummingbirds every week.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Beto, let's just do a quick three spread.
Beto.
Does Beto have a future?
In the Texas government? Does Beto have a future?
Does Beto have a future? Yes or no? Please, guides, answer my question. 1. He hates injustice. Boy, he was swearing like a pig when he got mad about what the government was. Oh, he's got the 10 of cups as the outcome.
Whoa.
So they're saying yes, but he also has a 7 of swords. So he will be an emperor. He will be somebody that people look upon. He might even be president one day in his 70s.
Wow.
Because he's going to come in. He's got the higher forces around him. He walks in well-being, and I see him doing something. I I don't know if he'll be for Texas or more like senator again. He might run again.
Yeah. So here's what I got, because I had to pull 6 because my 3 were kind of not saying what yours were saying. So I wanted to clarify this last card. But I got the 3 of Cups, celebration, yeah, right. And it's all good. I got the burden of the 10 of Wands, but he's still on his path. And these 10 of Wands, they're all in order. They're real neat. He can see ahead. But then this is, it just hurts even to say it. the 3 of Swords, heartbreak. So I'm like, is it not this time? Is it?
I have the 7 of Swords.
Right. So I don't think it's this time, but then when you were talking, I said, let me clarify that. Is it down the road? I got the King of Pentacles. I got the Queen of Pentacles.
Okay.
And I got him planning for the future. So I think not this time, but down the road.
Down the road. Okay.
But and it's heartbreak, I think, for Texas, because I think they need somebody like this guy.
Yeah, Texas, poor Texas. Even though the judge said, you can't arrest these guys, he's still bringing up orders to have them arrested.
Yeah.
What an idiot. Oh, but if the Democrats ordered something and they didn't do it, you know how they act, whatever.
Yeah. Oh. And then I think one of the, and I was having a hard time even reading the article. It was like, it doesn't make sense to me, all this legal mumbo jumbo, but it said something about that the judge overturned the mask mandate.
Yes, it did. It froze it.
They froze it. Yeah.
They said, no, you can't do that. You let the teachers tell the children to wear a mask. Yeah.
Right.
But they're acting like they don't hear nothing.
Right. And they just froze it. So, and they're going to have another hearing on it.
Yes.
And I'm like, ay.
So, Bella said, I've been hearing for a long time from numerous psychics. I was one of them 5 years ago, that 45 will be brought down by a woman.
Yeah.
Do you think it's Liz Cheney? Now, according to my cards for all these years, it breaks his heart about this woman. Liz Cheney wouldn't break his heart. He hates her.
Yeah.
She's this and that. I feel it's going to be because somebody like Ivanka testifies against him.
Yeah. Yeah.
3.
Well, let's look at Ivanka and see if she's gonna testify against 45. Because I know so many of us have said a woman's bringing them down.
Yeah. I think Cheney is fantastic, but according to what I read, it breaks his heart. I've said this, that's why I thought it might be Hope Hicks. Somebody's going to break his heart with testifying, and I think it's his wife, because she's not going to, his daughter, because she will like the truth. She'll tell the truth because she gets herself some sort of deal with the government. And the 9 of Wands, which means, it's a woman standing there giving her testimony. What'd you get?
Well, I'm still hung up on his wife, Ivanka.
Melania.
I know, but it's so funny because anyway, well, it's not funny. It's kind of sad. I got the Lovers card, and so I'm specifically thinking about Ivanka, the Lovers card. So that's kind of funny. She's the thief in the night, going into camp, taking something, and she's going to turn things upside down, put him on his head.
She's not going down.
Right. So these cards for me, without getting into it deeper, say yes.
Yes, and listen, she, if you read Michael, what's his name? Michael something, he wrote a couple of books.
Yeah.
Recently did another one called Downfall. But anyway, he said at the Apprentice, you know, he was there, I guess, when they were filming. He said that Ivanka would swear like a sailor. She had the filthiest mouth on her. And that guy, Gene Simmons, came to film one day, and he talked about Ivanka in a real inappropriate way in front of Donald. And this guy was expecting Donald to say, hey, watch your mouth. Don't talk about my daughter like that. Like what he had to do to her. And Trump said, yeah, huh, she's really something.
Oh. Yikes.
You know, the other one going to jail is Jared.
Yeah, I think
There's
so.
stuff starting to come out about him, about how he decided the blue states couldn't have any help with this.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because let them all die off. That's even better for us.
Yeah. And now look who's dying off because of COVID. It's the red states.
Right.
Which, you know, I don't want that on anybody. You know, I want, you know, I want us to have different opinions and all come together. I mean, I think this infrastructure bill, even though it's not perfect in any sense, the way Joe said, I'm working together with the Republicans. Everybody's going, you ain't going to do it, Joe. It's not going to happen. And he made it happen.
He
so
it's insisted on it.
Yeah.
Remember what our friend and FDR said? He said that he would do the New Deal.
Mm-hmm.
That this new president will do the New Deal. And recently he said to me, get what you can.
Yeah, I remember.
What this progressive need to know. Get what you can to show in good faith you tried. And then when 2022 happens, and they showed me the ants. Ants will go through, and you know, ants get blocked and they work around it.
Oh yeah.
The Democrats will be like ants to vote. They're going to come out in droves and they're going to work around whatever they try to block us. And then what's going to happen is we're going to win, and we win enough that now we can call the shots. Right. And that's when they start. That's when you change it. But right now, he said, get what you can and work with it.
Yeah. And, you know, and I think we're going to get that. And I've always seen what you were talking about, the huge number of Democrats coming out and voting. I just see huge lines. People
are sick of this.
Yeah.
Get rid of these idiots in there, these Greens and all these crazy.
Oh my God.
Those, you know, there's more of us than there are of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying there's something developing on the 13th or whatever, just like what happened January 6th. And fortunately, people said, look, this is a setup. Don't go in there. Black Lives Matter. Nobody. Don't go in there. Do not fight. And they wanted to go in. And they said, don't go in there. This is set up, because what'll happen is the two groups will start fighting. It'll get real bloody, and then they'll call in the military. Then he'll call martial law.
Right.
But fortunately, everybody stayed home. But Trump tried so hard. Oh, it wasn't my people. It was the Black Lives Matter and Antifa's dressing up like they were my people.
Yeah. Nancy Pelosi, I think she got on a speaker on a conference call and called everybody in. It was all her fault. Nancy, it's all Nancy Pelosi's fault.
It always is her fault. It is her fault. You know, people hate her like they hated Hillary too. They just don't like smart women.
Yeah.
So Sharon wants to know, where is McConnell's wife, Elaine Chao? Didn't she just get a job?
You know, that's I don't know where she is. I thought I heard someone say that she's out of the country. Could that be?
She got a job on the board with some big company.
Oh.
She just got the job, and people are saying, on Twitter at least, they're saying, you know, don't use their product. I don't know who they are.
Right.
But let's just do a 3 on her, because I felt her in trouble.
Elaine Chao. Me too. As soon as I heard that Mayor Pete was taking over her job,
He's already
I-
done stuff.
I saw him just uncovering so much stuff. Elaine Chao. She's so sneaky.
Well, and she doesn't even love McConnell. She only married him to get to where she's at.
Yeah.
Well, right now her cards look good.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
I'm not seeing terrible. I've seen trouble for her, but it's not for another year or so.
Yeah.
There is so much stuff coming out. I can see Garland just exhausted.
Yeah.
There's so much with inappropriate things that even the Democrats have done some inappropriate, making
Right.
it under the table.
And with Garland, I just saw him because I've read on him a couple of times because I keep getting questions, and for me too, I'm going, what is going on with you? I just think he has so much on his plate, and he's picking and choosing what he wants to tackle, and he's got to make sure it's really solid.
And he wants to not be like Trump working for this president.
Right. But Elaine Chao, I mean, I got the same things, 2 cards I got 3 cards that show she's not feeling so great. She knows, she there's a lot of sadness in the past. She does have a very difficult road to go on. And external factors are that she's leaving, but those are the only like negative cards I have.
Yeah, she had the Sun and the 9 of Cups for me.
Yeah, I mean, I got her as the Queen of Cups. Internally, she's got a lot of money. She feels like the Queen of Cups. Her hopes and fears. I mean, she's riding in strong. It's weird. So but this gives me hope that she's gone. But when I pull this, I'm going, she's going to leave the country and she's going to avoid any kind of prosecutions.
Maybe that's
that come
Maybe
up.
she's able to get out, exit stage left.
Yeah.
Christina said Governor DeSantis Satan is allegedly trying to restrict superintendents of Florida schools from earning their salary if they go against the mask mandates.
Jeez.
And you heard the president saying, well, we might just pay for their salary.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a little blip on that. I didn't get into it. It's like, God dang it. It's like they want all these freedoms out there and they don't trample us. Let us be free. Let us do whatever we want. But here, DeSantis is saying, I'm not going to pay you because you're not going along with what I think. It's just like backwards thinking.
He's so
yeah.
He's ugly.
So are we just reading on him?
Let's just look at this Satan. Let's just see what he's doing. Well, right now, they put a pause to that of him saying no one.
Right.
Also, they put a pause to the mask mandates. Okay, we have the moon. We have the 4 cups. And we have the 4 pentacles. And the outcome is the dragon tamer. I'm thinking that what's going to happen is Florida might get hit with something from the government for what they're doing. And so they got to tighten their because what goes around comes around. Like they're barking at the moon, and things will happen that will turn things around. I think there's children that are going to get sick.
Yeah.
So what'll happen is something big's going to happen to him that's going to tame his ass down. I think there's legal troubles too for him. Big time.
Yeah.
Something's coming up.
Big time. So I got the 5 of Swords, winning at any costs. I got a new financial start. And to me, when I look at this, I go, that is COVID in Florida, that big round ball. That's what I saw when I pulled it up. So he's losing all of his support. Nobody wants to be around.
That 4 cups is like people are kind of walking away. He's being a fool. So he's going on a journey. He's going on some kind of journey. I pulled just one card as a clarifier for that Ace of Pentacles. And it's like he's got the world in his hand, this card, and he's got his decisions that he's making, and it's the wrong decisions. The whole world is seeing that decision is making him a fool. Yeah. You know, he doesn't do right in this re-put of this COVID, because the people who are vaccinated are being kind of lucky. There are people who are getting sick, but those are people who have autoimmune issues.
Yeah.
But they had their chance to make this right. Now he's vaccinated, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But I really feel like so many people, like they said, this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. So many people on CBS the other day, they had a family and the poor man died within 40 days. The woman is getting ready to be intubated, begged the doctor for the vaccine. He said, honey, I'm sorry, it's too late.
It's too late.
Says to him, make sure my 2 kids get vaccinated.
Right.
And did you see all those people saying no mask at the school? No mask. Of people. And it's like, you know, there's a saying in Jesus Christ Superstar of one of the singers, that it was the king that said, you know, put him to death, you know, or put him before the Sanhedrin or whatever. And he didn't actually, according to them, he didn't actually order his death, but he said, don't let me stop your great destruction. Die if you want to, you innocent puppet.
Yeah.
I've washed my hands of your great destruction. Die if you want to, you innocent puppet. Yeah. And that's what I feel every time I see it. They're puppets.
You give my bathrobes chills, Linda. And you know, and I feel so bad. I mean, they talk about the herd mentality that you have to get to a certain percent. And I get that. And I feel so bad for the people who cannot take the vaccine, you know, just because of they can't. And so they're dependent upon all the others to have compassion, to do the right thing, to mask up, to take the vaccine, so that the people that can't get the vaccine can be safe as well.
Right.
So
good news is that the news was showing the numbers, and they were showing like this time last year, there was 2,000 something deaths a day. This time it's about 500. So we have more things to fight it, but why have to go through that?
Right.
Really not good for pregnant mothers. So it's like,
oof.
And this 1-month-old baby just got shipped out of Louisiana because they don't have any beds.
Oh my gosh.
So, okay.
And DeSantis saying, oh yeah, well, just stop all elective surgery now because, you know, we need our beds for what? For the virus that you don't recognize happening.
I know.
It's crazy.
Florida, DeSantis ordered 2,000. Biden's given it 2,000 ventilators, and then he told somebody on the news, "Well, I don't remember that." He doesn't want people to know. He reached out for help. Okay, what will be the outcome of Virginia's suit? This is girl Virginia G's suit against Prince Andrew. You still there? Uh-oh, you got frozen.